We didn't put a lot of thought into shipping the V-Strom to New Zealand. It was kind of a spur-of-the-moment decision. I raced down to the local bike shop the day before she sailed and grabbed a Trumpy 800 base out of their scrap metal bin. Then we strapped her down, wrapped her in plastic and put her on the next boat to New Zealand. We went with Ivan Smokey Joe from Bikes Abroad, who did a great job at short notice. There's plenty of other options out there, and Google is your friend, but expect to pay somewhere between $800 and $1,200 each way. The V-Strom arrived in Christchurch a week later and breezed through customs. Our mate Tim picked her up and took her back home and parked her in the shed with his fine Kiwi motorcycles, where she waited for us to arrive. Me and the missus scored a cheap midnight flight into Christchurch, and the next morning she grabbed a coffee while I headed to VTNZ for a warrant of fitness, which is the equivalent of a roadworthy. The tester was a bit of a short ass and had a few dramas chucking a leg over, but I could see in his eyes once she fired up that he just wanted to quit work and head for the mountains. Even with the modifications, the V-Strom absolutely breezed the warrant of fitness, and $40 later we had 12 months access to every single dirt track in the country. With the warrant of fitness sorted, we loaded up and headed south, vaguely towards Queenstown. We never actually had a Pillion-friendly bike, so this was a whole new experience for both of us. I know personally, I don't much like being doubled, so the challenge was to find a happy medium for both of us. We took back roads through Rakaia Gorge and ended up in the cool little town of Fairlie by the end of the day. Airbnb is your friend, and we scored this awesome little cabin just out of town for about $100 a night. Next morning, the V-Strom was ready to go, but we were still working on our routine. From Fairlie, we headed south through rolling farm country for Benmore Station and the Black Forest track. Don't worry, I'll tell you how we got there later. Black Forest Station is a privately maintained track, so you need to pay an access fee and be respectful of private property.
$20?
Yep. You can Google Black Forest Station and contact them for the combination to the lock.
Oh, there you go.
The graded track through Black Forest Station is perfect for touring, and even on a dull day like this one, the scenery is spectacular. ends with another lock gate at Benmore Dam. From there it was just a quick blast across the dam wall and up over Danzy's Pass to our next Airbnb at St Bathans. How good is this? So much better than a dirty old pub or a stuffy motel. Next morning we had our routine sorted. We headed south for Alexandra and the Old Man Range. Obelisk Rock was the only shelter from the wild wind on Old Man Range, so we turned the Strom around and pointed it for Cardrona. Cardrona Hotel was our next stop. It's one of New Zealand's greatest historical treasures. It's an awesome little pub, but we'd rather have been out in the mountains in another little cabin. The Cardrona Range towers almost 2,000 metres above, and it seemed like a good place to head for a coffee the next morning. We could handle this sort of lifestyle forever, but it was time to get back to the real world. We dropped down from the mountains to the tourist mecca of Queenstown. Jane had a midday flight booked for home. We'd had an awesome time and seen some amazing country for not a lot of bucks. As we rolled into the peak hour traffic of Queenstown, it struck me that most of these tourists have no idea of the real New Zealand that lies beyond the bungee jumps and jet boats. And you know what? I reckon that's a good thing. Let's keep it that way. So that's Christchurch to Queenstown on some of the best pillion-friendly trails you'll find in New Zealand. Dropped Jane at the airport in Queenstown, rain's coming down. The only question is, how am I going to get myself back to Christchurch? G'day fellas. you're keen to ride New Zealand Tour and want access to these and more tracks, head online and grab yourself a copy of Twisting Throttle. Then head to remotemoto.com for a full GPS download for all the routes.